So when you open up your favorite sports betting app, you're probably thinking of it as just a tool, right? A place for odds, scores, placing a bet. Simple. But what if I told you there's this whole secret world kind of hidden just beneath the surface? Let's dive into what's really going on here.
You know what I'm talking about, right? You ever see a weird animation pop up or an icon that looks just a little different? Maybe a sound that seems totally out of place? It's so easy to just shrug and think, it's just a glitch. But the big question we're going to dig into is, what if it's not a bug? What if it's actually a feature?
See, while we're all laser-focused on the numbers, the odds, the scores, the designers, they're playing a totally different game. They are literally embedding surprises and these secret little interactions right into the code. They're like these hidden gems, just waiting for someone curious enough to stumble upon them. And this quote, it really just hits the nail on the head. These surprises, they're not accidents, not at all. They are 100% deliberate, creative choices. Think of it like a little wink from the developer straight to you, the user. So what's the official name for these things?
Oh, they definitely have a name. And it's a term that a lot of you, I bet, are going to recognize from a whole different world of entertainment. We call them Easter eggs.
So what is an Easter egg, really? Well, think of it as a totally undocumented feature. You're not going to find it in any user manual. You won't see it in an ad. It's there for one reason: the thrill of discovery. It's almost like a secret handshake between the app creators and you, if you're observant enough to find it.
Okay, and this comparison makes it super clear. I mean, we all get this concept in video games, right? You find secret levels, hidden items, you unlock new characters. So what does that look like in a betting app? What's the equivalent? Well, the core idea, it's exactly the same. It's a hidden reward for anyone who's willing to poke around and look for it. All right, so this isn't just some abstract idea. This stuff is actually out there, right now, in the apps you might be using. Let's get into some real-world examples of Easter eggs that people have actually found. Okay, picture this. You've just landed a really tricky multi-leg parlay. You know, one of those bets linking a bunch of different wagers together. It's a huge win, you're already pumped, and then bam! This super unique animation flashes across your screen. It's just a small touch, right? But it makes that win feel even more special.
And this whole idea, it gets even bigger during major sporting events. Take the World Cup, for example. Some apps will get this temporary makeover. Suddenly, your loading screen might have your country's flag, or the place bet button turns into a tiny little soccer ball. It's a really cool way to connect the app to all that real-world excitement.
Some of these are even interactive. There was this one app where people found that if you just tapped your favorite team's logo 3 times, boom, 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 it would play this awesome, nostalgic sound effect from an old-school arcade game. How cool is that? It's a fun little callback that, only someone messing around would ever discover. Okay, so this is all pretty fun, right? But let's be real for a second. Why would a company spend precious time and money on features that most people will probably never even see? Well, it turns out there's a really smart strategy behind the fun. It really breaks down into 4 layers. On the surface, yeah, it's just for fun, to give you a little surprise. But you peel that back, and it's all about building brand loyalty. Peel it back again, and it's a way to hand out secret bonuses. And then, at the very core, it's an incredibly clever way for these companies to test out brand new ideas without anybody really knowing. Let's just double-click on that loyalty piece for a second. Think about it. When you find one of these secrets, it feels like you're in on something, right? You're not just some random user anymore. You're part of this inside club that knows a secret nobody else does. And that feeling, that creates a really powerful bond with the app. And for me, that last point about testing, that's the most fascinating part of this whole thing. It's like A/B testing, but on a whole new level. Instead of doing some big public launch for a new feature, a developer can just hide it as an Easter egg. That way, only a small, super engaged group of people will find it, and they get this incredible early feedback without any of the risk. It's basically a secret beta test, just for their most loyal fans. So now that you know all this, the way you look at these apps, it's probably going to change, right? The next time you're scrolling through, you're not just a user anymore. You're a potential explorer, a discoverer. So here's the challenge for you. The next time you're scrolling, just pay a little more attention. Be curious. Tap on things you wouldn't normally tap on. Because that weird animation, that strange icon, that sound you can't quite place, it might be way more than just a glitch. It could be the key to something hidden. The bottom line is, these secrets are out there. They are just waiting for someone to find them. And now, you actually know what you're looking for.
So the only question left is, what secrets are hiding in your apps?
It's a pretty cool reminder, isn't it? That sometimes the next bet you place might hide a totally different kind of win. Hey, thanks for hanging out while we broke all this down.